Bonjour, Kinamagan and Ireland Indigenous, and welcome to this Math Tier 2 intervention. Today's lesson 3.5. We'll begin with a review of our last session, the reteach from 3.4. And we had looked for division patterns, and we did some division mentally. And I'm just going to pick a couple of them towards the bottom for review. And one of the key things to remember was that we were wanting to divide our non-zero digits. So for instance, 36 divided by 6 is 6. We take out these two zeros. There's 1 0 left over. So it became 60. 8 goes into 16 two times. This 0 and this 0 cross out. So there's 1 0 left over, 20. And here, 350 divided by 5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. There's 1 0 left over, 70. And then a more complicated one, 8 goes into 40 5 times, and there's still those 2 zeros left over. Once you have a mastery of these patterns, there's a lot of things you can do mentally to make your daily life, as far as math, a little bit easier. So today we're going to move into lesson 5. I apologize for the scrolling. And we're going to be estimating quotients. There's a key word here, compatible numbers. We can use compatible numbers to estimate quotients. Compatible numbers are easy to divide mentally. They are often members of fact families. For instance, if we wanted to estimate 439 divided by 6, I would circle the first two digits of the dividend and the divisor. So we had 43 and 6. And I want to find a fact family that involves 6 and a number that's at least close to 43. Well, if I remember my multiples of 6, 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42. 42 is probably pretty close to 43. So I'll use 42, and because there's 3 digits, I have to make sure there's 3 digits. So I'll put a 0 there. So it's 420 divided by 6. That would now allow me to go 42 divided by 6 is 7, and there's 1 0. Let's do a few together. And I'm going to get my annotation tools out here. Let's use the text one. And I see that I have a 4, something that's going to be close to 4. In fact, let's use my drawing tool too. That one. So something that's close to 133 or the 13 that is also easily divided by 4. 4, 8, 12. Ooh, 12. So let's go ahead and turn that 13 into a 12. And it is a 3-digit dividend, so I have to make sure I have 3 digits. So I have 120 divided by 4. How many times does 4 go into 12? If you said 3, you're correct. There's still 1 0 here, so I need to make sure that I have it there. And my quotient or answer is 30. Let's go ahead and do number 2 together. Remember to be filling this out as we go along. You will have an opportunity to practice a few on your own, and these papers should be submitted at the next natural submission, whether that be a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Monday. If you have issues with getting papers to me, please contact me and we can work something out. All right, so I look here and I have 69 and I have 8. Now I will point out that there are a few ways you can do things differently. And I'm not sure which way the book chose because I don't look at that until after. But we have to find something that's close to 8 and 69. Well, I know that 8 times 8 is 64 and 8 times 9 is 72. I could go 72. But 720 divided by 8, that seems a little bit far off. I might cheat here and find something because it's really close to 700. And I might just turn this into a 7, which would give me 100. 7 divided by 7 is 1. There are 2 zeros. I could have also gone 10 and done 700 divided by 10 and got 70. Sometimes there is more than one possible answer. Let's go ahead and do number 3 together. 246. Let's circle the 24. Let's circle the 5. So I need something that over here that 5 will go into easily. And I happen to remember my multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I had the 25. It's a 3-digit number, so I need to keep it the 3-digit number. And 5 goes into it. We know that, so we're going to keep the 5. Now, how many times does 5 go into 25? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5 times. And then we're still at 0 there, so we have to make sure it makes it down. 50. How are you feeling about this? If these are struggles, you may still reach out. If you're doing this ahead of when I schedule the Zoom, you might want to attend the Zoom. It's always the best plan. All right, so let's get my tool here. 173 and 6. So let's circle the 17, keep my 6. And what's our multiples of 6? 6, 12, 18. So let's go to 18, and it's a 3-digit number, so I need to keep it that way. 180 divided by 6. And 6 goes into 18 3 times. And there's that 0 there, so it's going to be a 30. Let's go to the next one. We'll finish this row together. 61 and 9. This is one of those where I might change both numbers. I might turn this to 600 and 10. So when we do that, we can cross out a 0 here and a 0 there. We now have 1 goes into 6 times, and there's a 0 left over. And anytime you divide by 1, the number doesn't change. So we say it's about 60. Let's do one last one. 34 and 8. Let's go ahead and say go to 320. Because 8 goes into 32 4 times. Make sure we have 3 digits. And we'll keep that 8. I could have also chosen to do 10. 340 divided by 10. That would have been another option. 8 goes into 32 4 times. There's still 1 0, 40. Make sure you've written these all in, or at least have your own. And if you needed to slow me down, feel free to pause the video till you write it down and then come back and unpause the video. So you can pause it now and I'll wait for you on the other side. If you had to pause the video, welcome back. So I'm going to go ahead and clear my drawing so we can see what's next. And you can see there's about 9 more problems. And with this style, all they did is they took away the arrows. So you're still going to go 143 divided by 2. The 143 will go right here, the divided sign, and whatever you change to 2 to equal sign and your answer. We will check these in our next session. And if you need to reach out, make sure you do such. We have now reached the end of this intervention. Remember, it is easy to reach out to me at mireland@psychchipschool.net, or you may attend office hours. It's important that you consider using that as a time to get further assistance. You may also check with me about one-on-one sessions. And I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Have a minute, Gijigad. Bamapi.